Hey, what's good guys? Mr. Games here, back at it again with another video, and I know, I haven't made a new video since that Joker gameplay reaction, which did really well, surprisingly. Thank you guys for that one. But anyways, that's not important. What's important today is today's video. And what's today's video, you may ask? Yep, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Wave for Amiibos, which consist of Isabelle, Pichu, and my favorite Pokemon Trainer. Now, could keep you waiting and all. Could try and stall it out by giving a weird discussion about something that happened, but why should I? Why don't we just get... What I used to say? Alright, let's get right into it. Alright, so before we begin, I might as well say a few things. One, we're going to be going through in the order of Isabelle, Pichu, and Pokemon Trainer, because I want to open Pokemon Trainer last. And second, we're going to be using a Ryu amiibo in order to figure out, like, where they land on height. And surprisingly, I found Ryu is probably the best for height because he's very average height for an amiibo, so it's very easy to determine if a character is really tall, really small, if they're bigger than you think, if they're smaller than you think. So, I think other than that, that's kind of all I wanted to discuss, so let's get started with Isabelle, the one who literally everyone wanted. Like, Isabelle was, like, pre-ordered for the longest time. Like, I remember when they first announced it, she was like they did not have restocks online for her to pre-order for months. Or, in my case, it was months. I don't know about others, but it was ridiculous. But anyways, so getting a look at the amiibo, at least in box, it has a green background, you know. The box isn't really my favorite thing to talk about because I don't really keep them in boxes, but I mean, it's nice to show off. Of course, back, side, front. And so, other than that, I think that's all I really wanted to discuss about the box. Let's get into it. Alright, and there we are. Isabelle. She's tiny of an amiibo, but what was I really expecting? Did I really expect her to be the size of, I don't know, Ganondorf? But anyways, taking a look at her, she has a lot of detail on her. Well, not texture detail, because cartoony kind of keeps everything the same. You can really make out a lot of parts of her, such as especially on the back. You can make out, like, the bells, which look really shiny, kind of stick out as looking like bells rather than just plastic orbs. Her shirt is really nicely detailed, actually. And it's really nice of an amiibo. Like, you wouldn't expect a $16 version of this amiibo when there's already a, like, $6 one out there that you can get, but this one's really nice quality for $16. Like, it's really nice. And, yeah, I mean, it's small, but it really works well in this amiibo's favor. Like, ever since they started doing $16, their detail has kind of skyrocketed, in my opinion. Like, even with some things that kind of stick out a little like sore thumbs, like such as the stand, it still blends in really well enough to where it's hard to really notice, which is nice and all. So, yeah. Anyways, comparing her to Ryu, he's a little over half his height, so once again, tiny. That's kind of all. So, anyways, we're going to set her off to the side and open up the other small amiibo, Pichu! So yeah, coming back from Smash Melee. God, I forgot that. Anyways, coming back from Smash Melee, the one everyone liked, but then everyone hates because he still hurts himself. I don't get it, but anyways, let's take a look at the box. You know, your typical yellow, right? Backside. Kind of like a tiny bit more than Isabelle's, but that's not going to matter soon. And then that's about it. So why don't we just crack it open and see what this amiibo looks like in person. Alright, so there is Pichu, and I'll just say this one gets like the kind of grasp of what Pokemon kind of look like, especially Gen 2 Pokemon, because it remains that really like cartoony look while still kind of remaining a little bit more. Like, it kind of looks like all the old school figurines you get for Pokemon. It really does look like it, so that's a good plus. Once again, kind of like Isabelle, there's not much texture details, but there is a ton of color, like there's a ton of color details, kind of appearance details. Eyes look very clean. Cheeks look clean. The black marks look really nice. In fact, you can kind of feel a little bit of when, I don't know if you can see it, but you can kind of feel where the black and the yellow meet, which is kind of neat. Turning him around, you got his tail. There isn't really much back here, but otherwise, it's a really nice quality amiibo. I mean, he has the stand, but like Isabelle, it really works for his favor. It looks really nice to him. But yeah, I mean, you could kind of make out some texture details in some ways, like the mouth. You can feel a little bit between the gaps between black and yellow, but it still keeps a lot of that cartoony feel to it, which is nice because Pichu's cartoony. It isn't supposed to be super uber realistic where you can feel each individual fur as you run your finger through. It's not like Incineroar where that's a new thing about him. He's like Pichu keeps a smoothness, so might as well make the amiibo smooth. Anyways, though, moving on, we should get to the final one, and personally my favorite, Pokemon Trainer. This one was actually really caught off guard by when he was announced for Smash Ultimate, because I knew Ice Climbers were going to make it back in. I wasn't really too surprised about that, but I didn't actually think Pokemon Trainer was going to make it back. I really thought that he was a one-and-done deal and they were just going to keep Charizard, but nope. They decided to bring him back for Everyone's Here, and I appreciate that, because I absolutely love Pokemon. And yes, I'm not happy about the deal with Pokemon Sword Shield, but at the end of the day, I'm willing to give it a small chance, but they're on thin ice. But that's off topic. Let's get into the amiibo. Anyways, look around. He has his orangish, orange-yellow background, which I've noticed a theme with all the other amiibos where they kind of keep that yellowy, greeny color to them. So, anyways, looking around, he has his, you can see him. I like the back of it. I like the image here, but that's not important, again, because I really don't like keeping these in boxes, because I feel like they're meant to be outside of them. Anyways, look, we got a full grasp of it, and so let's take a look inside. So, anyways, here's Pokemon Trainer, and I can tell you right off the bat, you can feel texture. Like, I'm feeling the pants, and you can feel each little crevice in his jeans. Here, let me pull him a little closer to the camera so you can make out. If you could see the little ripples in his jeans, you can actually feel them, which is really crazy, actually. It sure feels very much like how Pichu kind of felt with its smoothness, but you can still feel the creases. He has a really nice quality Pokeball on him, though. I'll admit that. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Well, I mean, you can see it from here, and it looks really nice quality, actually. It's very shiny, actually, for the Pokeball, and that makes sense. Pokeballs are shiny. Hold on. Anyways, yeah. There's his backpack, which looks, very much how he did in the remakes of Kanto, which, I mean, makes sense. This is literally based off that, but anyways, I really like it. I was hoping this wouldn't be an incident like Ken, where he was, well, I loved his amiibo, it wasn't my favorite compared to the other two, but no, this one's like my favorite. No offense to Pichu and Isabelle, though, I love them, but I'm so glad that this one actually ended up really nice, because I have a soft spot for Pokemon, and I was really hoping this one would look nice. And boy, oh boy, does it look nice. And there's his face. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, hold on. I didn't do this with, here. Actually, I'm going to grab Pichu, because I forgot to do his comparison with Ryu. So, we're going to do, how am I going to do this? So, there's the two of them together. Pichu's actually pretty big. But then compared to Ryu, I mean, Pokemon Trainer's a little smaller because he's 10. But Pichu's really big, actually. But I guess it makes sense for the game. That's about right for his height. So Pichu next to Ryu. Once again, kind of like Isabelle around the height. If you take out the ears make him look a lot taller. But Pokemon Trainer looks about what you'd expect next to Ryu, even though he's pretty tall. He's still kind of nice for what you'd want for Pokemon Trainer, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of all I have to say about these ones. Anyways, that's enough about the unboxing of the Amiibos. Let's put them all together and see how they look. And here they all are. I'm still really glad that Pokemon Trainer ended up being my favorite out of the bunch, but to be honest, I really like all of them. I think all three of them look really great, even though I'd personally say the order goes from Pokemon Trainer to Isabelle to Pichu. They still look really good, and I love all of them. It's not even like I hate this amiibo. I hate it. It looks bad. It's not the case. It's more like, well, I personally love this one, and I really love this one, and this one I find really cool. I still find them all to stick out in their own ways. Like, Pokemon Trainer sticks out more in his texture differences. Isabelle sticks out in her more Pichu sticks out in his more cartoony appearance, and Isabelle sticks out with some of her like more detailed parts to a rather basic figure, like basic amiibo, but in the end they all look really good. And then here's Ryu just giving a height comparison to all of them, to where they all look smaller but still fit in really well next to an older amiibo such as Ryu. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. I don't really have anything more to say about them. So I guess I'll end the video here. I hope you like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment down below. Until next time, my friends. And as tradition, here's my amiibo shelf. It's really starting to fill up. About halfway there. It's looking really nice.